a little bit better. Come here. Okay, it looks like there are people watching this, so that's good. I'm just gonna share this link with everybody else that are not able to see this, at least so they can join us. But I really apologize for the mess. The tool I'm using is just giving me such a hard time. It's not even funny. It's really frustrating. But at least we're gonna get through this. I'm hoping that a lot of people will get a lot of value with this, and also lesson learned from me, because this Webinar X tool is just a nightmare. Ah, come on. So I'm putting together a new website, and what I'm doing, what I did was I have a lot of resources that I'm putting together. I wanna give it to a lot of you guys. Here is the link to the videos. So for those that are not able to see us, let me just drop it down so that everybody can get it. Meetups, comment section. To hang out. Go. Demo of some accounts managing. Okay. So what is social media and what is it important for local businesses? So I put together a good resource that I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of value for a lot of people here. Here is what I have. So if you go to my website, you have access to this, but I'm going to give you the link also. So you go to my website, you go to About Us, you go to free resources. You should be able to see you'll see the ebook section, and what I want you to do is whenever you get a moment, just go to here. This is where I'm gonna be getting most of the meat of the webinar today. What I'll do is I'll redo the same webinar later on with a lot more materials. The other thing I prepared for, just somehow the last minute, you know how that works, just doesn't want to cooperate. But so if you go to the website here, it's gonna give you all the data that are most pertaining to the social media accounts, and it gives you the demographic of the social media account. So we should probably start from the beginning. What is social media, and what is it, and why is it important, and what are the best ways that I find to use it? So social media is basically, those are platforms such as a blog, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all the places that allow people to come together, share content, comment on content, request content, connect with their friends and families, connect with brands. So that's really the essence of social media. And since it's a little bit nothing too crazy, there were things like MySpace that were considered social media, Nexopia for those that remember, with Facebook now that it started picking up, and then more or less now it becomes, as money start getting pumped into the thing, Facebook really grew, and a lot more people. If you can see the stat here, you can see that now about 71% of the adults internet users are on Facebook, and 58%, no, 58% of the entire adult population. This number has actually been increased to 62% now. But if you can see the Facebook users, there's a wide variety of demographic to it. But what I want to pay close attention to is the amount of people that are over 65 on Facebook. It's 56% of the people age 65 or older that have access to the internet, are actively browsing on the internet, also browse on Facebook, are also on Facebook socializing with their friends and families. So things like that. Here we're looking at grandparents socializing with their children, doing video cams and things like that, sharing the information and tweeting and liking and posting things. So they're really engaged. So if the type of business your target market is a senior, this is the perfect for you. The other thing too I wanna point out is the age between 18 and 29 is about 87%, and you can see there is a growth here. It is about from 84 2013 to 87 2014, and this is not the most current. The most current data actually on Facebook is here, and we can see it from 2014 from 2014. This numbers actually increased much higher. Facebook is in general has grown to about another 51%, and between the age 30 to 49, you can see there's still a good number of people, it's 73%. And then between 60 to 64, it's about 63% of people. So we are seeing the rise of other social media platforms such as Twitter coming up, Instagram coming up, Pinterest coming up, um, and many more. Reddit coming up pretty powerfully. But we should never underestimate the power of Facebook because they are the guy they have the most money, and they're continually improving on the user experience, making sure that the people using Facebook are being hooked on even more and more. They came up with things like push notification using desktop computer. I don't know if you've noticed that you'll be working on a website, but you see a pop-up coming on the side coming from Facebook saying that your friend said this or they said that. You're not even on Facebook, so it's pulling you back on Facebook again. But there are a few different techniques that are really increasing the user engagement, and they like this the giant that's growing that people don't really not really paying too much attention. People are leaving Facebook to go or look at other interfaces, but if you use Facebook effectively, it's still bringing like I'm still using it for most of my clients, and even for my referral businesses, it's still bringing a lot of leads for me. So I would actually, it is still the top number one lead producing platform for me and for my business. So it's really good to still use Facebook. I wouldn't discard that at all. Um, the second platform I want to talk about is just based on this is from last year. Actually, we see Twitter was number two, but the data has changed. Instagram is now no, Pinterest number two, and then Instagram is number three. Actually, okay, now pull the data. So if we look at here, this is the most recent data. You can still see that Facebook is number one with an increase another 3% to 72% of the entire adult internet users and 62% of the entire adult population. So if you look at here now, the values are increased a little bit. The numbers are still climbing up. And the good thing about social media too allows us to be able to see right roughly how much people make, and that those people are in social media. So you can target people. About the 73% of people on Facebook are about 30%, and I'll say $30,000 a year earner. Um, and you can see, so you get different values that shows you how much people are making. You can look at between 30,000 to 50,000 is about 72%. Between 50,000 to 75,000 is about 66. And so you get the data that you can actually easily target based on that. And you can see where they're living, are the urban area, are the suburban, are the rural areas. You can see all these things. The other really powerful, excuse me there, the other really powerful social media that's coming up and is actually my favorite, one of my favorite right now, is Pinterest. The reason why I'm loving Pinterest right now is that it does two things for me. Number one is that I get a lot of backlinks from it. Number two, it drives a ridiculous amount of traffic. In fact, I've been testing Pinterest since about 3 weeks now. I want to show you guys where we are with Pinterest and the amount of growth we are achieving so far with this platform. Okay, so this is the site that I've been promoting through Pinterest. And about 3 weeks ago, I wasn't even on Pinterest. But if we look here, 3 weeks after, I'm sitting at about almost 1,000 followers on my Pinterest, and about 59. I'm sorry, about 433 following. But the most important thing that I want, I'm really interested in is that this site had no almost zero traffic and there's no SEO work on the website or not. But to right now we're sitting at about almost close to 150 visitors a month, which is pretty good. Like, since the site has got no other traffic source except for Pinterest, so, and most of the Pinterest is just no, and all this is being done with no paid ads, nothing. All of it is organic. So in the beginning, right now, as you can see, most boards. Not too bad. Just do it another time. It's not working. Google Analytics. So I want to see if I can show you guys how much the quantity traffic sitting at right now through the Google Analytics. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, so this was from today. We had about, no, from since June 16 to today, we have about 126 views so far, and that's just for, and there was no other traffic except just all Pinterest traffic. So that's pretty powerful. So it's something that I'm watching very carefully, and I'm spending a lot of time on it. And the beautiful thing about Pinterest that I like is the other thing is the fact that you get backlinks. So Pinterest allows you to get pictures, to share pictures and pin pictures. And every time you pin something from it's always going to give a backlink to the origin site. So say that you pin it from your website, and every time someone's pinning it or posting on their boards, it's automatically a backlink to you. And Pinterest backlinks are really powerful and they rank very well. So your site's SEO gets a really good boost. That's one of the main reason why I've been focusing a lot on Pinterest, and I can actually see a little bit of that effort because the site was not indexed before, but now the Outdoor Curly website is got indexed and is kind of climbing slowly on the ranking. And all that is just Pinterest only. There's no on-page SEO done on this website, nothing except the videos that we have going on. And what else do we have there? And that's it, really. Just the videos there. That's everything. Nothing else. I haven't even done any. any other optimization except for just the videos part of it. Okay, so you can see this is what the website is, but it's really nothing, no other SEO or anything work on it. But then all the traffic is coming here is coming here from Pinterest. There's maybe a little bit of Facebook shares, but I've not shared on Facebook for a long time now, and so I'm really happy with Pinterest. The other platform that I want to touch with you guys briefly about is Twitter, because for some of you guys, you've probably seen me on Twitter. Um, I'm running a Twitter account called Yag is Awesome, and what I like about Twitter, it's a good platform for business. In fact, it's got about 77% of the businesses have a Twitter account, so it's not like most of the people are on Twitter. Most of the businesses are on Twitter. Not only that, they are engaging heavily on Twitter because they're using Twitter as a way for customer service, to respond to the customer inquiries, to find potential users, potential clients. For example, there's this hashtag here for the people that have restaurants. This is really good. Um, Yak food. This is some of the things you could do to monitor your brand online, to monitor the conversation around your brand. So if you look at this here, Sophie, he went to Taste of Nova Scotia, and this is what he shared. Right? Really beautiful food. So a brand could easily comment here, tell them that we're offering the same thing. We can get a discount from it, or join the guy on the conversation, right? So the other trick is, if you like, this guy is now notified that someone just liked my thing, or you can also respond back to him and let him know that. See, so this conversation right there, if a client or someone, a business is wants to monitor this conversation, you can easily look at my reply and be like, "Oh, I have this thing for sale. You can come get it. If you come visit, you can get this discount or something." So you can monitor the conversation around your brand. Look at this. This is buy a regular kids pizza and you get a sweet something. You get this is the promotion that they're doing right now. You see, it's been retweeted 3 times, so that's a little bit more eyeballs in the business. Every time you share something worth sharing, people will retweet it. Every time you share pictures, usually on Twitter goes really well. Gift go very well. So it just makes it really effective. And the other tool that I'm using is communicating with the people that are my phone. Every time someone follows me, you can see that I'm telling them who I am, what I do, and I'm inviting them to tell me more a little bit about themselves and about what they do. And what I find with this is it creates a lot of engagement around my account. People respond back to me. I get that's from then I'm actually I've been able to set up um, face-to-face meeting with them, coffee meeting, discussing. I just set up a meeting with one lady yesterday. I was looking for an event planner actually. It's for one of the events that I'm throwing up here in about 4 months. I wanted to work with her. So I went and talked to her. We had a good conversation. So that's all based on Twitter. And I told her what I was. She told me what she was doing. I told her what I needed. And we were able to sit up for a meeting. And that's when we went from there. So Twitter is really easy to convert the online world to the physical world. And people know that Twitter, as long as they're on Twitter, they can respond. There's always someone behind. And the beautiful thing about Twitter is it's mobile, so people are always walking with their phone. You can mention them right away, and they'll respond to you also right away. So really, really quickly. And it makes customer service a breeze because as long as you have your phone with you, a customer can easily mention your brand and you're able to instantaneously respond to him. If it was a negative comment on your brand, you're able to address that right away before it spreads out really quickly. So customers feel valued because they expect you to be on social media, they expect you to be on Twitter, they expect you to be on Facebook at the least, right? So these places they look, that's where they look for you. In fact, the studies have been showing that about 63% of the customers will not do business before they do business. They'll look for someone on the social media first. If they don't find them on social media, they're less likely to do any business with them. So it's not just finding someone on Google. It's not just finding checking their review, but you also want to check if their social media is active. Because when it's active, they are fast to respond. That means that their business is live, the business is running. They're more likely to know, okay, these people that they are for sure are open. They're not closed. They're still in business, and I can trust that if I have a query, they're going to respond to me right away quickly. So the big things I use Twitter mainly for business to business relationship. They're really good for business to client relationship. It's phenomenal even because that's when you actually get to interact with your client. Um, I've been using Twitter more and more, and I'm less and less looking into LinkedIn just because I find engagement at Twitter just phenomenal. It's huge. It's big and powerful, and it's fun to use. It's easy. You can easily broadcast your message to anyone. Like I can talk to Edmonton just from a tweet. I can mention uh, Edmonton and see how everybody enjoying. And this right away, if you, it could have been your brand message going out there. People like it, people see it, people know what you want to share with them, things like that. One of the tricks that I want to share with you guys is I encourage my followers. I really encourage my followers to mention me so that I can get a retweet. So as you can see here, people are always thanking me. I thank Yag is awesome for being the top in like interactor. Why? That's because I'm always retweeting people's stuff. As long as they mention me, I easily retweet them. I look at if it's valuable. I use automation tools to make sure that the information gets out to the people, and I offer that privilege only to the people that follow me. So that's another way to gain trust and be liked in a community because you offering them something of value, right? Most of the things that people struggle with on Twitter is getting engagement, and if you can help someone get a retweet, they'll be really happy with it. So something like this, something like this looks like a gift here is getting a got a retweet here. You can see 9 retweet because it's something that's ongoing. People wanna learn about this topic. They wanna get on and get more and more and more promotion through their business using Twitter. It's a wonderful tool actually that I've been really enjoying using so far. Um, okay, so the other strategies that I want to talk to you guys a lot about is one of the powerful person that I follow is this guy called Neil Patel, and I love the way he sets up. I learn a lot from them, and a lot of the things that he teaches, I've been implementing it. I've been implementing it for my own business and for my clients' business, and I've seen a lot of tremendous results. So this is Neil Patel's blog, and you can see it's really powerful because he uses a funnel that's huge and really recommended to use. So if you the way he does is he promotes his webinar, but in his blog you can easily see that he provide value, no crap information, right? But his header is always another call to action. So more and more people get exposed to the call to action, the more likely they are to respond, right? Um, what are you doing to me? So I'm gonna show you the way he lays out his blog. So this is a blog post. You can see first thing is it's really simple, fast loading, and elegant to the eye. And it's got emotional and attractive picture. And you can see that social media is number one thing that Neil uses. And you can see just based on the things that we spoke about earlier, Facebook is always the most popular, so it's got the most popular shares. Twitter is coming up the close, or coming up second, LinkedIn, and then Google Plus. I don't use Google Plus for social media anymore just because it's not. It's usually easily just to be used for SEO, because the engagement in Google Plus is less than 3%. It's just nobody uses Google Plus other than for SEO and all you Google communities. But what I want you guys to pay attention to is the way you look at Neil's website. It's a call to action on the right side. It's always asking you to come and opt in. And on this is a lot of social proof that people are reading. Is okay. This is really good, valuable information. Maybe I want to get more information from this guy, right? A lot of proof is showing in. Okay, I want to register now, right? I'm not going to register because I'm already registered. But you can see almost every time you screen you scroll to something, you see you have an opportunity to opt in into Neil's webinar, or into Neil's to actually opt into his into email list. So really powerful strategies if you want to use that for your business. It's huge because what that does is actually convert the people, the visitor, into your leads that you can follow up on later on. And what it does, every time there's got a new post coming up, he actually shares with the people that came to his website, and that's how they get a lot of value from it. So that's really powerful. I mean, that's really powerful. It's something that you could use for your business for sure. It's really effective, in fact. The other thing that I want to talk to you a little bit about is Instagram. Now, Instagram is huge for the younger generation. I mean, Snapchat's pretty big for those that want to do videos and so on and so forth. It's growing at a fast rate. So I think it's right now sitting at about 400 million followers. It's got the most engagement of all the social media platforms. So Snapchat's really good, but Instagram is for those that people actually they want to use this for SEO. The same time, they also want to use it for getting some brand recognition. So for people that are photographers, people that have product that has a lot to do with visual, that catches people can easily admire the videos, be it pictures of your product, things that are elegant and easy to look for in the eye. Instagram and Pinterest are really the way to go. And you can see the close second, and you can easily implement the same strategy you're doing on Pinterest, and on you use the same thing on Instagram. So that way you're doing two things at once, and you can easily tie them together. But some of the trick I want to share a little bit about Pinterest, about Instagram, is that Instagram, because it's a product of Facebook. Facebook is putting a lot of effort into it, so it's going to be more and more like Facebook, but with a little bit more engagement. Um, People find that meme shares a lot on Instagram. Um, People spend a lot of money. E-commerce products really make a lot of money on Instagram because they they are a lot of visual things. If you got jewelries, things like cell phone covers, T-shirts, um, any type of clothing, or yeah, things like that, they really go well on Instagram, just because people are hoarding it or liking it, and the more they like it, and as you get more likes on your Instagram account, you get more followers as well. The more followers you get, the more traffic you get. And the other easy way to actually get a lot of traffic on Instagram is to do sponsored ad, or sponsored uh, a sponsored post. So you talk to someone who's a really influential person on Instagram, ask him to share your information for you for an amount of time, and what happens is all the people that are going to interact with that particular picture that they share are actually going to fall back on you, on your Instagram follower. That's why you get more followers, and you get instant traffic. Because the person doing that is he's got a lot of, I'm assuming like 300,000 followers or more for actually to be worth it. But you get a lot of traffic, a lot of sales quickly, and you also get the trickle down effect, which means this traffic is trickling down to Instagram account as well. You're growing your followers that much faster. The other thing you could do, Instagram is really easy to automate, guys. You can tie both Instagram and Pinterest together. That you share a picture on Pinterest, it goes to Instagram as well. So you get that much more exposure. And with a link back to your website, you're getting traffic source for two people from two sources, from Instagram and from Pinterest. And Pinterest traffic, guys, is huge for money. Pinterest, on average, Pinterest traffic outspends anyone else on the internet by 70%. Any non-social media traffic, any non-social, we're talking like Google search engine traffic, we're talking like Twitter traffic, Facebook traffic, whatever traffic. Instagram, so Pinterest outspends that. They are really fanatics of their brands that they follow, and they are willing to spend a lot of money for it. The caveat with Pinterest though is that you have to be mobile always, because about 72% of the traffic they get is from mobile. You have to have a mobile. You gotta have your website's gotta be mobile friendly. Otherwise, you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot because of that. So very valuable. Some tips on Instagram and some tips on Pinterest. I really love that. Pinterest, it's more towards female. A lot of Pinterest are women. They dominate Pinterest. In fact, about 44% of online Pinterest are women. They are probably the most. They have the most amount of female users out of all, sorry, proportion wise, they have the most amount of female users compared to Facebook, Twitter, or even Instagram. So it's really big, and it's valuable in terms of money. So it's really good. The other thing too is that it's a little bit older. You get a little bit older, a little bit older audience. So the girls, the ladies that are around, say 30 or older, usually they'll be on Pinterest. And you also, of course, you always see younger crowd on social media, because this is the information age. But you get a good number of ladies that you can see. 60, he doesn't give us that data, eh? We don't get the data here on this one, but on the other last year's study they showed it. Okay, so that's a little bit about Instagram, and a little bit about Pinterest as well. Yeah, if there's any platform that if you don't know about Pinterest yet, I say get on it. If you're not a Pinterest yet, and if you do any type of e-commerce business, I'll say get on it. The only thing that I find with Pinterest is that it's got a lot of US traffic, not as much Canadian traffic. So for Canadian traffic, I would say Twitter is really good for that. Reddit is really good for that, and also Facebook, of course, Facebook is really good for that. The thing about Facebook though is, because you get a lot of traffic with Facebook, what I like to do is I share my content for my blog to Facebook, and then I retarget those people with retargeting ads, because those people have already proven that they are interested in the content, the stuff that my company shares, and they are likely to like my stuff down the road in the future. And also, it's kind of like an exclusivity, that they are the only people that see this kind of they're the only people that see that content, because they came to my site before. Unless they've visited my site, they're only gonna see a certain content. Um, but I post some stuff on my page, but some of them I use what I call dark post ads, that the content's only available to those who can see the ad, and those are the people that have visited my site and are coming back again to my site. So it's really really powerful for that reason. You can really easily segment your audience and target them really deeply. So it's really powerful. Like I like that for that reason. It's pretty good. The other thing I want to talk to you a little bit about are some best practices for the social media account, and I'm also going to cover one more thing: the tools that I use for growing my businesses. Okay, so for best practice on Facebook, what I do, what most people do. Let's just look at success stories. Actually, let's check out Facebook success stories. Success stories. We look at the CDI college. That's one of the things that I was actually studying early on today. And these guys, they've done phenomenal with Facebook. They've been able to have about 20 to 30% ROI. I mean, you could definitely do better, but for a bigger budget like that, that's still a huge amount of money that they've been able to generate. Okay, so all this is a Canadian. Well, we all know CDI. It's a career and training institution. Increase the return on advert by 15-20% by using mobile lead advert, and these are good, easy to use, guys. Like you set them up really easily. You easily collect leads from Facebook to your whatever you're doing. So and the people can actually opt in just right away without leaving Facebook. Imagine you capturing someone's email address, for the phone number, the name, everything, without them going to having to go to a landing page of any sort. Just that, right? So also what they did, they increased the return, they decreased the cost per lead for almost 50%. Look at this, guys, right? That's huge. And that's just for doing one little trick, making sure that the traffic stays within Facebook. It can easily opt in right away. And I have some tools that I use that will allow you to easily integrate that back into your autoresponder so that you can easily send them information. So this is really powerful. I mean, this is what they've been able to do. These ads like this, well, you probably seen these ads like this. Look at that, right? Boom! A student can easily click on here and they put in the information they need to do and done. And it's really simple. And I want to show you what their Facebook page look like, right? That way you get an idea what an effective page should look like. Okay. So as you can see here, right away, someone comes in, he knows for a fact he's dealing with CDI College. Their logo is right there. They have a beautiful call to action here, and I'm sure that they have a contact us form which will take them to their website, maybe to learn a little bit more about the service. You can see here a lead capture on the side, a big phone number, so it makes it easy to connect with their people right away, right? It's easy to do it. It's easy to set up. This is you can set up in the back in your Facebook page right away. And the other thing is look at the social proof, right? There's about almost 100,000 likes on here, and you can see because if I come to this website, I'm more likely to respond, right? Because I can see there's a lot of people. And the other big thing on the customer's eye I'm looking at is, are they posting regularly on Facebook? These guys, the post was 2 days ago, which is fair enough. It's pretty good. This is the weekend. They're not gonna post, right? So I know that they work and they post. They're using videos, and you can see how many views they're getting. And these views are basically organic views. What else are they doing? Emotional things, showing that they're human. People really like that, so they can connect. They can see themselves being part of this family of CDI, and how fun it's gonna be for them to join, right? Easy, easy, easy experience, hands-on experience. You can see what the future is gonna look like with the college, and boom, 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 right? Let me do one more thing. I want to show you guys um, a little trick on Facebook, just kind of like an passant thing. But let's see if they're doing this or not. But I doubt that they are. Okay, so they're using Facebook rather just for interacting with their customers, with their users. They're not too keen into blogging or doing anything like that. They're capturing leads from Facebook, and they don't share their blogs on here. They just share pictures and experiences that they're having with the people. So that's still pretty good. But for me personally, I see it works much better when they sharing content. So that way they are actually using the power of the platform to generate more traffic to their website, also get more leads from their website, right? But with the tools that they have in place now, like the lead thing on face the lead capture ability to capture lead directly from Facebook, that's really powerful still. So you don't necessarily need to spend a ton of time on a landing page. You can set that up easily, and you'll be able to get going. You don't even you basically eliminate the opportunity for to leave Facebook to come spend time on your website. How do you use Facebook? They're already familiar with it. Capture a lead there if you can possibly do it, right? That's one takeaway from this guys campaign. I hope that you guys get to see that. But the ability to now go to the website, what what they do, you can see here is they have, it's called a Facebook pixel, retargeting pixel. So every time that someone, you can see they have 10 different retargeting pixels on this website alone. So in any given moment, when next time I go into Facebook, I'll see their ad for sure. And what that does, because I'm already on the website, I've shown interest to the staff. If I was a student looking for CDI, I'll be reminded about the opportunity that I had to go see CDI, and I give them, they get another opportunity for them to get access to me and get me to sign up for the college. So really beautiful, like really easy to use system, but a wonderful trick that are able to help businesses still grow phenomenally. Okay, so that's the thing, that's Facebook there. That's pretty much what I use it. That's what I will use it for. That's how I would I drive leads. I want to talk a little bit about Pinterest success success stories, and for that one, we will talk about Sephora's success, because Sephora is really smart. What they did, they made, because this is the, you guys know Sephora, they're boutique, women beauty boutique, and what Sephora does is it makes it really easy for people to add their product to Pinterest really easily, so they can easily share, pin things on Pinterest. And remember what we mentioned early on, they use the added button, they use the save button, and that would go right away to their post. It go right away to the pins, and their friends and family will be able to see this stuff and can always go back to Sephora and buy this tool, and buy this product with whatever they need, right? And the other thing that they're doing is they're using they're connecting people with email. So this is what I say. One of Sephora's primary client engagement program is email, right? Naturally, they wanted to experiment with ways to use email to drive Pinterest activity. Imagine that they send traffic from the email they collected. It could be from the website, from the Facebook effort, from whatever lead generation system they used, and now they can use this email because they own it to direct it any other place in the internet they want, including Pinterest, right? So they have a Pinterest board, they send them to Pinterest, and they get the Pinterest traffic back to the website. Boom, right? You get more social proof and more or less chance of buying. I remember what we said about Pinterest, guys. They saw 60% growth in traffic from Pinterest. And this is what I just told you about my company. I had 100% growth on traffic from Pinterest, right? That How to Be Curly website had no traffic before. Now we're sitting in 2 weeks down. We're averaging about 120 views a month. And I'm assuming next month, I'm expecting to double that at least, right? So this is really powerful. So basically, if you e-commerce anything, with anything to do with e-commerce, anything to do with in a women niche, anything that cater to women or ladies or female, this is the platform to be at. Primarily, I'll focus my effort on this one. Um, if my product was geared toward more like an international audience, but if my audience was primarily Canadian, I will still use Pinterest, but I will join groups that are only Canadian. And I also use Twitter. I will use Instagram big time because Instagram is a child of Facebook, and Instagram is huge anywhere in the world, right? It's actually grown. It just reached 500 million and views. Sorry, 500 million users recently. I think like a month ago they did. So we can see that these platforms are growing massively, and engagement from the youth, especially the younger crowd, is big. Ladies love Instagram. Anything that has to do with visual, emotional, they attract to it, and it makes it easy for them to share. And that means you get more eyeballs to your product. That means more opportunity to make that sale, right? And tools like Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, they give you the opportunity to now put, if you have a website, make sure you have e-commerce button on there so you can share your product directly to social media platform. You can easily sell product directly from there. So you actually get a chance to increase your sales as well. So it's phenomenal. It's really powerful. Like I love what we can do with these things. So you can see this is what they look like. Oh, would you look at that? They embed this beautiful thing on their website, and people can easily follow them on Pinterest. It's not gorgeous. Imagine how easy someone will be able to, oh, I have a Pinterest account. I'm just gonna go do it. And the thing about Pinterest is you can't look at the stuff unless you logged in. So you have to use it. Now they have nearly 140,000 followers and 2,500 pins. That's big. That's big. That's a huge number of followers and a lot of crowd that love the brand and love to spend money. Because remember, these guys spend 70% more than anybody on the internet. So imagine being able to tap into this traffic source, right? So same with Instagram. We can look at um, Nike's Nike's success with Instagram, Mercedes success with Instagram, brands that as long as you have beautiful image, you combine that with emotional message, you use for social media, you drive a ton of amount of traffic, which you can funnel to your sales page and make a ton of money. So this is the way to go, guys. Why I love social media and why I believe it's the way to go in the future. Um, what we've covered so far, we've covered the way how you can drive traffic and which social media you should be using for your business. I've also covered some tips and tricks that I use on different social media. I want to touch base a little bit on a few tools. I want to give you guys this one. So Sumo is a wonderful website that I use. I think some of the more experienced internet marketers know this. It's a wonderful tool that analyzes the content performance and based on the topic on your competitor. So what I say, we talk about beauty, right? Talk about beauty. Let's say it's beauty. So in beauty niche, the most shared content has got almost 500,000 shares, and that's a student captures what happened when people told they are beautiful. Look at this. I want to look at this, right? Imagine if you can share this content to your audience. What are they gonna do? They're gonna share this. What that means, more traffic to your profile, and you're also giving value to the platform. I'm gonna come back on this. I'm actually excited to see. Smile. Yeah, I'll look at this. I'm actually excited to see what it does. And this is good too. This is pretty good. This is most likely the new Facebook pop-up. So you can like this directly from Facebook, this page on Facebook. So they're driving traffic from the website to Facebook so that they can drive Facebook traffic back to the website after. Do you see how crazy that is? But it's extremely powerful because I come here, I like this. I got here because I'm interested in the stuff, obviously. So then what I'll do is I'm gonna like their page. If I'm on Facebook, I'll see some of the stuff again. The stuff they're coming is directly shared from the website, which goes to Facebook, and it's like a loop, so that you both platforms are feeding each other and helping each other grow. So it's you see that you can obviously witness how effective this kind of tactic is. So we talked about Bazumo, which allows you to find viral content that you can either use for inspiration, so you can recreate the same a similar content because you know this has gone viral in the past, means it's gonna go viral again, or you can share the same content and link it back to your website, like so it's to your social media platform and share through there. Or what you can also do is you can actually write up like a little expert about it because it's a YouTube video. In this case, I'll do a little summary about it, put the video on my website, and share it from my website to the social media and get the views myself, right? So different little things that you can do to drive more traffic, and this is a good tool that I use. The other tool that I use, this is for Twitter. It's TweetDeck. I love this tool. It's powerful and it's simple at the same time, and it allows you to monitor whichever conversation based on your username or your hashtag or whatever, right? So I use this for what do I use it for notification. Every time someone notifies me, I see it here, and I can like from here, I can retweet from here also at the same time. You can see, boom, it goes. If I want, I can also mention back them, say thanks. Remember that tweet I sent out to this guy? Instantly he's able to respond back to me. And if it was a smart person, this conversation right here, they can jump in and say what makes it. Conversation starts just like that. Interaction is happy. I'm happy, and I'm doing is I'm just giving an opportunity for someone who's in a cooking or ice cream industry to respond back and say, "You can come back. You can come to our store. You're gonna get a huge discount." Right? So this tool, what it does, it allows you to monitor your notification, monitor your messages, monitor the activity of the people that you follow, all in one page, right? So this untouched person that I follow just like this thing, and they just all it'll be jumping on it because everybody else is doing this movement. They are doing. They follow them. So if I wanted to, I can follow them too, right? If I wanted to, if I don't want to, I don't want to, right? But it gives you the opportunity to see so many things all at once. But that's not even the craziest feature. My most favorite feature of it is being able to monitor the activities on any see I monitor anyone that says real estate, and I can jump into that conversation, say he's helping this guy do a video Um, let's see if there's anything worth responding to. I'll read it. I'll read the conversation. If it's pertaining to my brand or anything, like this guy, I know him, so I like him, right? If it's pertaining to anything that I do, I'll like it, or I will ask, I'll comment on it. Like this gentleman will be able to respond back to us, right? So this is a good tool to use to see, have a good bird's eye view of all the activities happening around your community, your Twitter community, around your brand, around the people that you follow, around your competitors, around what your customers are looking for, things like that. So if someone were to mention me here, I will retweet this thing back, right? Latest Twitter, later real estate daily. So I'll retweet this guy because that's what I told him. If they mention me, I'll retweet. So same thing here, right? This guy, I don't like it, right? So this is anything I get a mention, anything like that. I honor it. I have to converse it back. 'Cause that's that way. That way, it's an engagement, and they're happy with it, right? So there's so many more things you can do with this tool. One thing, you can go to the settings. You can check out the board shortcuts. Um, you could do a few more things. You can change the metrics here. This is what's of course laid out here, but you can add different column. You can choose. You can do your home, your search, your notification, your followers, your message, your mentions, your activities, the user, any user you want to trend. You want to see what's trending right now, the collections, the list, and you can also tweet right from it using schedule. You can start scheduling posts from that one amazing tool. The only bad thing about it is it's only desktop, so you have to kind of be stuck on desktop when you're working on it. But it's work in ways to work around that. Just use different tools that I use, some of them. So this is pretty good. The other way, if you don't want to be looking at the screen all the time, you can also use Twitler. Twitler's pretty good. It's, I don't know if you know, oh, come on, where is it? Twitler. Yeah, that's what it is. So basically, you search a topic, allows you to search a topic, and from that topic, you can send you notification. So you get that, okay, that's what I want. Okay, I want that. It'll send you an email just like Google Alert does. Okay, this guy said this. This guy said based on a topic or based on a particular user that you're working with, right? So that's a pretty good tool that I use. But my favorite tool of all is this one. I use it a lot, a lot. And what it does, it allows me to see people that I'm following and the people who have unfollowed me and the people who have followed me, the interaction, all kinds of metrics. But let's just see quickly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I can see right here the people that unfollowed me. Right here, this whoever name is unfollowed me. I don't really care much. Um, they unfollowed me. They unfollowed me. They unfollowed me. But what it does automatically, as soon as someone unfollows you, it unfollows them too. So that way, you guys are not friends anymore. That's what it is, right? So they follow you. You also you know because what you want to keep your metrics low. See how I have almost 1,800 followers, and then so 1800, I'm following 1,800 people, and then I have 700 people following me. So that's not good, right? I want to have it the other way around. But what I'm doing is I'm building my audience first, and then growing up, and then eventually I'll eliminate the amount of people that are not following me, right? So this is what I will do. I will go to not following back, right? And I'll set because I followed a few people. I'll go to set up the days that I want to do that. So let's say I want to do it for 3 days. It will give me the list of everyone that hasn't followed me in the last 3 days. Like this guy, right? It's good account. I love his stuff, but he's not following me. So maybe he doesn't need to follow me because he's got so many following already. So I'll delete that because it then looks good in my metrics, right? Boom, 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 boom. Remove these guys. You can always go back to them if you want to, but I like to keep it clean just because I want to work with people that follow me. That way, it's a reciprocity type of thing. But not only that, my metrics look really good. So that's one of the reasons why I do this. And it's got a lot of features, but I encourage you to go and look into it and really check out what it can do for you. It's powerful. It's it's brilliant, and you can if you put in a little bit of work into it, you can grow your Twitter following pretty fast. Like I've been able to grow my Twitter following by almost 500, like an increment of a it's about 75 followers a day using this tool alone, right? But what I find is there's some limits because it's automation, so don't overuse it. Be smart about what you're doing, otherwise you can get penalized, and that's not fun. I would hate to see anyone get into this bad pocket, right? So that's a good tool that I use, but be careful what you do with it. The other feature that I really like to do is you can search users based on keywords. So if you like beauty product, we go beauty, and you want Edmonton, Edmonton, right? So it's beauty in Edmonton. So boom, you see who are interested in that one, who have names that have to do with that. Right? So Richard, whoever is an artist, nerd, vegan, is into beauty. So you can see that. This one, same thing. This one, same thing. All these people that you see here are related to beauty in Edmonton, and they are quite a number, right? And of course, you see this one's got 30 or so followers. You can see who's following them. Decide to follow their followers if you wanted to. You can decide to whatever you want to do with here, right? But probably my favorite feature on this here is the automation side of things. It's huge, and you remember what I showed you guys about the message that I sent to people. This is my bread and butter on Twitter. I love this because it's so good and so easy. I would say you guys use it if you as much as you can because it's such a good conversation opener, and people just instantly respond back to you because it's so powerful just the way it is. So it's simple. It's like, hi, my name is Pete. I'm a digital marketer here in Edmonton. What do you do? Right? They will respond back if they are the kind of talking person. Most likely, I see like 30% of people respond back, and they'll talk to you what they are, and that's an opportunity for you to tell them more about your service, to learn more about what they want, and find out opportunity for you to help them. Right? So it's huge and powerful. That's direct message. Every time someone follows you, you can set up parameters that they have to be so many, so many, so many followers, so many everything you can set up if you want to. Then you send them this specific message, and they'll respond back to you. It's powerful that way. And you can also do the same thing with other tools like Crowdfire. Is it Crowdfire? Like yeah, Crowdfire is pretty good. But the thing is, I like to use the paid version because I think it looks much more professional to have no type of advertising, nothing, right? If you're gonna pay, if you're gonna promote, you don't want people saying that, hey, I use this tool to promote. No, it looks crap, it looks like you're a robot. So by doing this, what it comes up as, the person's first name actually appears. So you say, if your name is Justin, so on and so forth. It's like, hey Justin, my name is Pete, I'm a digital marketing in Edmonton. What do you do? Right? Justin will look, oh, he knows my name, so he must be doing this manually. So Justin responds back to me. I usually have my phone next to me, so I respond right away back to Justin. So it's really, really powerful. Okay. The other thing that I like to do, a feature, you can add, of course, variation of the message, but I like to keep it simple. I can go up to 10. It works okay, but I find since someone will only follow you once, then the same message works. It only looks ugly afterwards when you're scrolling down your own feed. You see, if you have a lot of people following you and the same message popping up over and over and over, you may want to switch it up a little bit if you want to, right? That's up to you. But if you have a content strategy that's also sending out content, allowing you to make sure that you can do that properly, then you don't have to worry too much about it. So I have automatic retweets, so I don't worry too much about it. My feed looks, it still looks clean, so that's wonderful that way. So I use this and this message, and I've seen phenomenal results just with these two things. As long as you're retweeting people, when someone, one of the professional tricks I want to share with you guys, someone follows you, send them a message, let them know that, this, tell them, introduce yourself to them, like just like you meet someone who, if you meet the first time, you tell them who you are, tell them what you do, you ask them what they do, right? That's like so easy to do. Once that happens, they open their door to talking to you a little bit more. Like I've seen journalists, I've seen big CEOs respond to the same message easily. Like it's such a good and easy opener that it's definitely worth using. I'm sharing this because you taking the time to stay here, watch this video, wherever you. So I just hope that you see a little bit of value to that, the little secret that I shared with you there. Okay. The other tool that I use, I would advise not to use both tools together, but I want you to know of it because it's a good tool and it makes it just powerful. Okay. Here's the tool that I use. It's really cheap too. You won't imagine it. It's like $4 a month, and you can use 4 accounts on that one. It's just great, actually. I love this tool. I'm gonna activate my thing back again, see how it does. But what I noticed with this, it starts conflicting with my other accounts. I don't really like that much. So you see, I paused it, but I'm gonna reactivate it, and that's for every time someone tweets me, it tweets at me, it tweets back. It does a automatic retweet. So here's the trick, right? For anyone who follows me, right, and mention this name or this Twitter handle, they get a retweet. So obviously people can be mischievous and use it for crappy reasons. So don't tell them that they get automatic retweet, but just say mention me and I'll retweet you, right? Because what happens is on Twitter, because it's 18 plus, you get a lot of people, especially girls or guys or people that are looking for to send you like pornographic sites and things like that. That would, once they know that's the retweet channel, they would start retweeting like crazy. So you always want to monitor your account, making sure that the stuff that's coming out of it are clean and look what that meet the criteria of your business. Because this Twitter is your this Twitter is your business, right? Like it's, you don't wanna hurt. You don't want it to hurt you, right? So use it for good reasons. Use it. Be smart about it. like what I mean, technology is there to help you, but definitely do not depend on it 100%. Be smart about it. So, anyways, some of the tricks, this tool you can use it to monitor quickly and respond and retweet based on hashtag, retweet based on mentions, right? And you also can do the same for direct message. As long as someone does say something, oh no, 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 no. I don't want a direct message. I already have a direct message system, so I want to look like I'm spamming people. So we don't want to do any direct messages. We just leave it out. Perfect. Okay, and you can do up to 5 accounts for I think $5 a month. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a powerful tool to use. It just use it in moderation because otherwise it could backfire at you. Okay, so yeah, you're looking about almost $4 a month, or you can just pay annually like I did, and it's just 250 a month for 5 accounts, right? You have actually, oh, it's actually 10 accounts. Great, and you can also there's also a free version of it if you want to use it. Right? If you wanna do it for like use this to send out automatic retweet or messages for it to your guys, then you use it. But the only caveat is they're gonna be promoting stuff, right? Promoting stuff on your name, promoting their tool on your name, which you might or may not wanna promote that, but that's something. I mean, to me, $5 a day, $5 a month, or even like $2 a month, I'll do it. Right? I'll do it for. I'll spend the money, and just not have to promote. Like, you know, have some tools promoting on my behalf. I'd rather not do that. I don't know. I just don't want to do that. Okay, so those are a couple of tools that I want to share with you. Um, okay, so content I showed you, but somewhere to get content. The other thing you can do for content is you just go to Google News, Google.ca. You can set up an alert. So if you like a beauty Edmonton, and you can search that, right? What you get is different kinds of beauty salon and different beauty related articles and whatnot. But what you want to look for is you want to go to the news section. The news section will give you updates every time something beauty comes for, right? A blueprint for beauty. Edmonton buildings are being designed for, beauty and the feast, so on and so forth. So anything that beauty and Edmonton are together in one article, this would share. Okay, so you can say this that so what I do then is I create an alert. It's an easy trick. If you don't know this, watch closely because this would save you so much time on syndicating content. And I'll show you how you can set up automatically, I think, and that'll be the last thing I show you today. But yeah, so watch this. Get the alert. Show you some option. I like to always look at the option, but I like to say as it happens because then that way it's more instantaneous. Source, you can say news, you can say blogs, you can say videos. It's up to you, right? You can say videos. Video is a good one too, but usually I'll just keep beauty because Edmonton videos, beauty, maybe not as many, right? But you can do this video, right? And then you can say a region. You could just testify you want to do Canadian only, so that's fine. You can leave it in Canadian only. So you have two options: deliver only. You can deliver. You can set up as many as you want result, or you can only pick best results. Because best results best always best, right? It's always best to pick quality for your blog for your followers. So I always say best results is good. Then you can have that sent directly to your email, and you can have the chance to review it, or you can set it up so that you can get RSS feed and send it to your website. Also send it to your Pinterest. or the Pinterest or even Twitter or whatever, right? So you just come here, get this link, which is the RSS, which is good. Take that. Okay, and then you go to my other favorite tool. Like literally, this tool is the bomb. You would hear me say so much about it. Pretty much every time I say something, this tool is always on my lips. Like I love it. It's called IFTTT. IFTTT is it's basically means that if this then that, right? So IF if this, which is T, then T dot T, right? So IFTTT. So what it is, what you do with it is, let me sign out. I will show you. I'll do a recipe because I want to do a recipe one for one of my channels. Okay, so you can sign in. Signing in is just as easy. Signing up is just as easy too. You just click here and you sign up, and it's free tool to use. Like literally, no money to pay, nothing, and no ads either. It's like it's gorgeous, man. It's like your godsend. Literally, I'm not even hyping this up enough. It's beast. It's a beast of a tool, 100%. Okay, so you can see. Let me check all my channels. The way they work, so you have recipes, you have browse, you can see how many things, you have channels, which are the social accounts or syndication accounts that you have. You can connect up to 330 channels on this thing here, which means your content or whatever can be syndicated to up to 330 places all in once, right? So actually, I guess I only have 69 places that I think are relevant to me. So 69 are the good ones that I use. Um, Medium beauty. Medium is gorgeous too. Actually, I love it. You got Home Depot. You got FTC itself. You got. I'm looking for Twitter. Let me see Twitter. Vimeo too. I put it here. So I want to see what Twitter am I connected to. Which one? So this is the Twitter account that I want to use. Okay, I have to set up something quickly. 1 second. Twitter is stupid sometimes, but you learn to deal with it, I guess. But yeah, so what I wanted to do is I want to log into my other account just quickly. Okay, so the account, this plan now, I plan to grow this account pretty heavily now. And all I'm gonna do without following anybody, just retweeting people's stuff. And let's see how we do with that. I think that'll be pretty good still. I'm gonna try to do that and see. Kind of an experiment, and of course I'll keep you guys in the loop with it. But for now, let's just I'll show you how this thing works quick. You do that, then you auto authorize the app. It's gonna take some minutes, and it's gonna go boom. It's gonna work. Boom, done. And now it's connected, right? The channel is connected, everybody's happy. So what we do now is you go back to even this guy. Let me see if he's got any. Good. I like to use this tool so that I can mix my crap. Crap. Oh, you guys are not lucky today. Not working today. You could do this even chimp. One, add one more. So let's see. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing the feeds, right? So that way, when I'm sending it, it's not just one source. I'm getting content from all over the place. Okay, so that's like a little bit next level trick, but you see what kind of results it shows. It shows like it doesn't. It seems as if you're not just sharing the same thing. You're always mixing and matching things, right? So that's pretty powerful that way. Um, Let me just do some more thing. Okay, one tool that just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. I'll get right back to you guys. Okay. Anyway, for now, let's just do that. Okay. For now, let's just do that. For now, let's just use this tool and chop chop. We're gonna mix. Call it mix. Google mixing. Just take a couple of seconds. And we should get it again. It's coming together, but this is the RSS that we want to take. As soon as the content starts flowing in and be flowing through this. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna create what I call a recipe. Quick one because I gotta go, but this is like the last thing I'm doing today. Create that. And recipe is basically your automation sauce. Right? You come here and choose channel. What channel you want to channel? RSS. RSS, that's what you want to call it. Pick that. And you determine what do you want. New feed, or you can also set new feed with match. Right? So if you go back, new feed with a match item. So the match item, it could be any keyword you specify, and it will show up. Then they will actually make sure only post when that specific thing shows up. So you come here, and what I like to do then is I like to come and put my feed there. and then create a trigger. Ooh. Okay, so it's not ready yet, but once it's ready, you can do that. You create trigger, and your next step, if you select the channel you want to select to, it could be Twitter, whatever, right? And then you can go from there. But let's just use, because I'm already doing this, just want to show you guys a good way. Okay, normally I won't do it this way, but because of time and of course I want to get this done, I just want to show you guys so that you understand. I'm gonna pause this recipe after, because I'm not gonna run it. So basically, you select that channel. That's what you want the action to happen first. Then you're gonna do something to another channel. So what I like to do first, I like to do buffer, because buffer is a distribution channel, right? And it schedules things. So I want to add to buffer with picture. I always add picture because the tweet looks much better. And what I want is on a photo URL and an entry title. That's perfect. And if you want, that's the thing that's good enough. Yeah, I'd say leave it. If you wanna share it on Twitter, you can shoot some hashtag on it. Say Google think with. Hey, I think that's good enough. I think that's even longer, but I think that's good enough. To just activate that, and this is a resume what you just created, and you can create boom. So now what happens is that let me just check out one more thing, and I want to confirm if that's what the case is. Then we're good. But I have to check my buffer recipe. You can see I have a lot of recipe here, but don't worry about it for now because it's going to be confusing to you trying to understand this stuff. For now, I'll do like a walkthrough properly on what all these things mean, and why what they do essentially. But the simple idea is to syndicate your content out to all these channels, and it helps you to get more, like get your word out there more effectively. Okay. If you have a Twitter to buffer thing, which I don't have, so I have to search my recipes. Okay, so let's look for buffer, and I should have. I don't have that. Interesting. Good thing. Good thing I checked. So this is what I want to do now. I want to do if this buffer. Oh no, I don't need to do it here. So basically, I have Twitter set up as my distribution channel in buffer, and then buffer would always send to my Twitter. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. So every time that that there's a new story coming out of Google, it's gonna be distributed directly to my feed. People can like it. So that's pretty cool. I hope you guys found this a little valuable. I mean, I tried. I had everything planned, nice PowerPoint, and when you're trying to do things the last minute, that's when everything just craps out, right? So it was perfect timing. Um, but I promise to make it up to you guys. I'll set up something tomorrow, and we'll be able to do the thing again. So thanks for your patience. Thanks for your time. It was a lot of fun talking to you, and I hope you did enjoy this as much as I did. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.